Today I want to share with you 4 tips that are super useful when it comes to learning to code, learning a new programming language, or getting into tech. You can apply these tips to anything, really. They're just good strategies whenever you learn something new, but I find them to be particularly useful in programming. Number 1 is follow a plan. Follow a structured approach. Have some sort of strategy. Before you start to code right away, before creating your first project, always try to get as much context as you can. Do your research and find out what the language is used for, and look up the contents you're going to be learning. Have a look at the roadmap for learning the language. My second tip is focus on the fundamentals. There are so many topics involved in programming. There are so many ways of doing things, so many different types of functions and structures and algorithms. But the advice here is, instead of trying to learn everything that comes your way, focus only on the most important stuff, on the building blocks of the programming language. Whenever you browse online and whenever you look up how to do this or that in Python or some other language, you're going to find tons of solutions for things. And many of these solutions are going to involve things that you don't know yet, things you have never seen before. Don't try to learn all of it at the beginning. Just focus on the fundamentals, focus on the core stuff, on the most important things, and leave the rest for later. You'll have time to learn all of that later. For now, stick to the plan. My third piece of advice is practice, 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 and keep it fun. Practice is an essential part of learning anything. This is nothing new. So try to get as much practice as you can. After you learn something, try to apply it. How can you do this? By building projects. And what do I mean by keeping it fun? Whenever you develop projects, whenever you work on stuff, try to build things that you find interesting, useful, things that keep you engaged. This will keep you motivated and will help you have more sustainable progress. And lastly, my 4th piece of advice is get feedback. You might be tempted to figure out things on your own, especially if you are self-taught. And although this works, it's not always the best way of doing things. Having someone you can ask questions to, someone you can show your code to and get feedback from, will save you a lot of time and effort and energy. So yeah, although you can figure out things on your own, and you're gonna have to do it a lot of times, try to get someone that can help you in that way. I hope you put these tips into practice and that they help you make your learning process more efficient. If you have any other tips or strategies or comments, leave them in the comment section below and I'll be reading everything. I'll see you on the next one.